What's up, guys? It's your boy Perp, and I'm out here in Arlington, Texas with Ayo Carpenter for the One Piece regional event. And he took top 8 for the 64-man side event to win a chance of the Chopper card. And he's going to go ahead and give it a go.
Yeah, so I barely made it to top 8. I went 4-0 and then lost the last two, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, because my opponents was just tough. But yeah, just barely got in and then won these packs, thank God. So starting off with the standards, we have 4 Nami. Yeah, 4 Nami, 4 Otama, 4 Makino. And here's where it deviates. So I only run of the 4 of the Magdra. I don't run Sunny-kun in this build. Reason being is that it's very good early game. However, in the late game, it just tends to stick in your hand and you have to use it as a counter. So my idea behind these 1 cost was that each 1 cost contributes something when it hits the board. So let's say turn 1 I play a Nami, then I just follow it up. If I have the Magdra in hand, I follow it up with a turn 2 Madara, turn 3 Madara, and throw it on the Nami. And then if I have another one, I just follow it up with this because it's going to be left standing. So that's my reasoning behind that over Sunny. I understand that Sunny-kun is pretty good in Zoro just because of that 7K, but I honestly don't mind investing 1 more Don into like a Nami or this card here to get it up to 7K. It's negligible for me. Moving on, 3 Gordon. 3 is just fine. It's perfect for me. 4 feels too clunky, and it feels like I'm breaking or just like losing value if I see it off the life. So yeah, I just want to keep this at 3. So I see it enough to where it's impactful, but not too much where it's just clunking up my hand. On to the 2 drops. We have 2 of the Dadan. Now self-explanatory. Use these to search any one of these and just pop off. Yeah. 4 of the 2K Brook. Yeah, just the extra counter power helps. There are certain situations where I may want to use him as an extra body, but those rarely come up. So he's just stuck in the hand as a 2K counter. So let's move this. Next, for the 3 drops, 3 Robin. Self-explanatory, mandatory in the red matchups, in the mirrors, mandatory against law. You need to see it. It is a bit slow. I know my stance on it was like maybe run it at 2, like earlier back in the OP01 format, but it's important now. Like you need to like max out on this and just gain value. And if it sticks, it combos really well with the 3 drop Vista. So whenever I play this, whenever I play Nico, if I can keep it on the board for that turn, and I have Vista in hand, it just brings up so much. These 2 have so much great synergy together. Cause like the very next turn, I just play the Vista, pop something little, and then throw it down on her, pop something. So you get 2 pops, and you just clear boards with these 2 cards. Yeah, Vista is like an honorary straw hat in my opinion. It's just so good, so much value. Yeah, mandatory 4-ups. Moving on. For the rush, we got 4 Zoro. 4 Zoro. Yeah, self-explanatory. The best card for this deck. You want to see it as much as you can off Robin. yeah, there's nothing else to say. Um, Moving on to the 5-drop, I run one Luffy. It's very important. It's very important against matches like green or like matches that run a lot of blockers. This came up in one of my matches today when I was going up against Kinemon, and I had to get over a 7-drop kid just to like so I swing 7 into the leader. With my leader Zoro into the Kinemon. He has to take the last life, but he keeps the 7 drop kid on field, and then I just pop this out, throw 2 on him to like take the game. So even though I know some decks don't run this at all, it's still important. It's just valuable to like finish the game. It's just great. So for the next, for the big cards, I dubbed the Red Hair White Beard Alliance. Yeah, I run Shanks in this build, and it puts in work. So into my black matchups, I didn't face any for the tournament, but in theory, when you drop Newgate into like a Smoker or a Zeke, they don't have to respect the Newgate, because it's just sitting there waiting for them to like deal with it, waiting for it to get KO'd. When you put Shanks on the board against black, they have to respect it, because it just comes in, it does what it needs to do. They have to respect it. So, but I run both of these. I feel like running 4 Edward Newgates is like too much at sometimes. So I said, and nobody is really running Shanks, honestly. So I figured like I'd just come in and, try something different, or reintroduce something that was done in like the previous format. And Shanks is still a crazy card to deal with. So yeah. Moving on to the events, I won Diamble Chamble. Yeah, it's kind of like a pseudo 5-drop Luffy, where if you can get their opponent to 1 life, you just use the effect, throw the rest of your Don on your leader, and then take the game. Yeah, this helps again. This, in theory, I use this for like blue and green matchups, for when they just spam blockers. So yeah, if you can just get them down to 1 life, it adds so much value. I cut this down to 1 because like red is still prevalent. There's a lot of red matchups, so I'll admit it's not good into the mirror, because Zoro players don't run blockers. Everybody knows this, but it can come up in a Whitebeard situation. So yeah. Next event, 1 Radical Beam, just an extra 2K or 4K if you need it. And most of the times you will need it. So like searching this off the Nami is important. I've thought about running 2 of these. So taking this out and running just 2, but I feel confident enough in like handling the game state where like I just want to be more aggressive instead of defensive. So while I do think 2 is a good, I just wanted to add a little depth to my deck and not do what everybody's doing. So I'm fine with 1 Radical Beam, because like if I see it, I mean, it can be a little clunky and stay in the hand, but if I need to save a character, or if I just need to save myself, it comes up, it helps. For the last event, 4 pistol, self-explanatory. Run your landmines, get rid of those big blockers, get rid of law, get rid of anything that's gonna stop you from winning the game. This is mandatory for us. And that's the deck.
Oh, yeah.